Are you ready to vibe? You're listening to Creepy Vibes Only. Hello. I hit record and Lewis immediately walks away from me and lies down next to Steph.
Lulu.
He's her dog now.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Oh, hi!
Hey guys, cold opener. How's it going?
Hello.
How are
It's
you?
a sad day.
It's a sad day.
Halloween passed.
Oh, well, yeah.
I know. Favorite time of the year is gone, Lewis.
Spooky season's over.
No.
Fucking Christmas people. Our friend Carolyn loves Christmas and has
Okay.
been celebrating Christmas since September 1st.
What is wrong with her?
She loves Christmas. She also consistently has like the best Halloween costumes.
Okay, she's forgiven.
Yeah. Like, I'll have to like show you some over the years. Like, my favorite is this one of her as a cactus, and like she makes these like in like unreal costumes.
Okay.
Also
see
adorable.
pictures.
Yeah.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Yeah. Hope you guys had a fun Halloween.
Mm-hmm. Hope you guys enjoyed the countdown and actually watched the movies.
Every single one. If you didn't,
How rude.
we'll know.
I only watched the kid-friendly ones.
Hope you guys also enjoyed the special Halloween episode.
Yeah.
We had fun making that one.
That was fun.
That was fun.
So you guys get 2 in a row.
Yeah.
How nice are
2
we?
days in a row. We are extremely giving.
Oh my god.
Contemporary geniuses.
It was a fun one.
Yeah, it was. How was
Spooky
your
one.
Halloween?
It was good. Just, watch movies, chill.
It's good.
Yeah. Milo was a banana.
Oh, fun!
Yeah.
Lewis was a polar bear
Lulu.
because he doesn't need a costume to look like a polar bear.
He's a giant horse.
He was actually Hank.
Mhm.
So I used to run a Dungeons and Dragons campaign because I'm very cool. For Ryan and Ashley and a bunch of our friends and Ashley's brother and sister-in-law up in North Bay.
Mhm.
I'd run it on Discord. And Jesse's character had a pet polar bear named Hank who died.
Oh no.
And they did Hank Jr. Hank was very heroic though. So Lewis for Halloween was Hank, even though Jesse wasn't there because Jesse was in Ottawa. We just traded places.
Good job, Lou. You showed up for the team.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It was fun. We miss it. I can't wait till Halloween next year.
I know. Can't wait for our Halloween special for next year. It's gonna be better. We've got a year to plan.
Bigger, better Halloween year. Oh god.
That's all we have for the rest of the year to plan Halloween.
Literally, I'm actually already thinking about what I want to cover for Christmas.
Really?
Yeah, I want to do Christmas like thematic
Okay.
episodes.
I'll get on board.
Yeah. We made a commitment to our listeners.
Yes.
It's for our artistic integrity as broadcast professionals.
You could also tell us what you guys want.
I mean, I'm going to do what I'm going to do because I already know what I want to do. But Steph might listen to you, just like with her aliens poll.
So I don't ask for opinions anymore.
Obama said I should do it.
It was
show to
fate.
Barack. Yeah, that was unreal timing.
So, since 2 weeks ago, I decided to start something and read you a creepy fact. And I have that same article, which happens to have 15. So we're going for the next 13 episodes.
That's math.
For the next 13 episodes, I'm not counting this one, we are going to read this list.
God damn it, we will go through. Where's this list? Where did you find this list?
I'm not telling anyone. It's a secret.
But I don't want to get sued.
It's Scoop Whoop.
Scoop Hoop.
ScoopWhoop.com, I swear.
Scoop Hoop?
Scoop Whoop.
Scoop Hoop.
I
Oh.
swear.
Scoop Hoop.
Whoop.
Oh, Scoop Whoop.
SCOOPWHOOP.
Oh, Scoop Whoop.
Scoop Whoop, that's what I said.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay, we're fine, guys.
I'm French, leave me alone.
I'm gonna make you a shirt that says that. I'm French, leave me alone. Tabernacle.
So, fact number 2. A body decomposes 4 times faster in water than on land.
Except,
I don't know. I have more to say to this. I don't know much about body decomp.
if the water freezes.
Will not work in Canada.
Yeah. Did you know that if you're going to drown, you're better off drowning in cold water? We're more likely to be able to resuscitate you with less brain damage.
Really?
Yeah. That's like more of a survival. I mean, don't drown. That's literally against my life's work.
That's like number 1. Number 2 is doing
if you're going to drown in cold water.
Cool.
Yeah, there was I think it was off the 401, one of the major highways in Ontario. A patient was resuscitated. I think it was after 6 hours of submersion in cold water with minimal, like, I don't know if they could even find like any real trace of brain damage, because cold water in the right circumstances, this isn't all engrossing, but under the right conditions can preserve you sufficiently for resuscitation with great success. And they basically slowly and very gradually and very methodically, because this is scientists and doctors doing science and medicine.
Their thing.
Yeah, their jam. And the patient was fine.
So, according to your story of last week, 2 weeks ago, would he be a zombie now?
Well, it depends. Was there a zombie virus?
You never know.
Did health fill up?
So that's a fact of the episode. Creepy fact of the episode.
Sorry, I ran away with it. You just started talking about water and my brain just...
All that I've learned from this is if you want to get rid of a body, don't do it in the water.
Yeah, no.
Or do it in the water.
Well, no, because they float.
But it decomps faster, though.
Just don't do things where you have to get rid of bodies, I think is the real lesson here. Don't do creepy things. Don't be bad. Don't do a hit or a murder.
Yes, please.
Life is not among us.
So that's it's my thing.
I think Steph loved it.
So, are we ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Or do you want to talk about what's keeping you up at night? Do you have anything to talk
about? No, actually, like, I've really been making a concerted effort lately to, like, go to bed extremely early.
Very nice.
So, I don't know if you noticed it, but, like, God, it's been a while. It's been a few weeks now. But, like, Apple has this thing where if you put, like, your do not disturb on, it tells people you're busy, which I have on all the fucking time now.
I know, it's very rude. I get, like, Emma has muted her notification. I'm like, well, fuck you, Emma.
Pay attention to
Turn them on.
Well, and, like, so I usually get up after Jasmine and Christine. So I always put it on before I go to sleep at night, because otherwise they get up at, like, the crack of dawn, because they're, like, early birds, and one has children. And they will text in the group chat at, like, 7 a.m. when I'm starting to kind of, like, come to terms with, like, existing. And, like, if I'm going into the office, I'm up really early because I like to get there really early. But if I'm at home, I start my day at 8. I'm getting up at 7:45. I have my coffee and I'm online chatting with my boy Paul and my colleagues. Like,
no, I like don't like the new feature. I keep having like issues turning it off because you have to like hard press.
No, you tap.
Okay, I tap and then like 5 minutes later it's still on do not disturb.
Don't you need a new phone? I feel like we've talked about this.
No, I got it like 2 years ago.
Oh, maybe not then.
Still be fine.
Have you dropped it?
No.
Are you sure?
100%.
You have not dropped your phone.
No.
I find that hard.
Stop jinxing me. It was the last one before.
Oh, yeah.
That's why, because you couldn't see anything anymore.
Yeah, because your screen was like a spider web. I remember that phone.
Yeah, that's the new phone. That won't replace it. It's fine.
Sure to sell. So generous. Bequeathing phones onto Stephanie.
So.
Anyways, I've been trying to mute you all because you text late and they text early. You're like 10 o'clock still texting, and I'm asleep by then. That is melatonin has happened.
I text at like 2 a.m, so
that's early. And you're like, I had a thought, and I'm like so thankful.
Well, you don't see it, so it's fine.
Well, I don't
expect you to answer.
So it's my own fault because like I also have my phone on my bed because I'm listening to like a podcast or stories or whatever.
So it comes up.
Yeah, so it's like and I have my phone. I think I'm funny, and so you know, I like first aid and things like that because of my job. So my vibration alert is like dun 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 dun. It's like a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Which is like very unsettling at like 2 a.m. when Steph's texting me about like random shit her dog has done. Shout out to Milo. So I mute it now, and I don't have to listen to anyone.
That's fine. I don't expect an answer.
So I've been sleeping great, all I have to say. I take melatonin most of the time, which maybe isn't good, but like whatever.
It's natural.
Well, it's still like you become so dependent on it, so I'm trying to like wean myself off. No, I've been sleeping really well. That was my really long-winded way of saying nothing. I ignore my best friends and I sleep like a fucking baby. I hope none of you need me.
That's fine.
Don't call me from the hospital at 4 a.m. because I will be unconscious. Anyways.
So.
What's keeping you up at night?
I never have an answer for you.
I know you don't.
I sleep fine. I'm fine.
I didn't really have an answer either, and I talked for like 10 minutes about that.
Well, we talked about body decomp.
That's true. Hiding bodies is what's keeping Steph up at night. She's like, can't use water.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
What a good start podcast. Okay.
Are you ready for part 2 of Slender Man?
Slendy. Meow, 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 meow. Creepy hand with the creepy finger. Slendy Mendy. Okay.
So, recap. Again, I hope that I did my friend Gordon proud, because he's the one who told me to do this story.
Shout out to Gordy.
The nicest person in the entire world.
Gordon, we love you.
Yeah.
I don't know who you are, but shout out to you, Gordy.
Really sweetest human being in the world.
Gordon, you're great.
So to recap, Slender Man is this like humanoid creature, super tall, between 6 to sometimes apparently 16 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
He kidnaps people, he strangles them, he mind controls them, he just does it all.
He's a big biatch.
Yeah. So I have decided to talk in part 2 about a very sad story, which is known as the Slender Man stabbings. Yeah.
This is a wild one.
Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming you've heard of it.
Yes.
So here we go.
Love it. I mean, okay, don't love that it happened. It's a fascinating tale.
Yeah. So our story starts at 10 a.m. on Saturday, March 31st, 2014. 911 receives a call from a man who found a young girl gravely injured on the street. The girl was 12-year-old Peyton Lautner from Waukesha, Wisconsin? Maybe?
Okay. It's not in front of me, it's in front of you. I can't help you.
I think it's Waukesha.
Okay.
Something. Waukesha.
Waukesha? I guess.
Maybe.
I haven't been there, I'm sorry.
Wisconsin.
We're sorry.
So Lautner was rushed to the hospital where nurses and doctors counted 19 stab wounds, 2 of which hit major organs. Her diaphragm was cut.
Oh my god, I found out her diaphragm was cut too. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. And another stab wound entered her heart and nearly missed a major artery by a millimeter. Despite her injuries, Lautner was able to tell the officers on the scene that her best friend, Morgan Geyser, 12 as well, was the one who stabbed her. Before going to surgery, Lautner told detectives at the hospital that there was another girl there. After talking to Geyser's mother, detectives discovered that the other girl was Anissa Weir, 12 as well. The police conducted a citywide search for the girls. They unclear about what happened that morning. They didn't know if the girls were in any kind of danger or if they were actually running from the police. The police eventually found the girls around 3 p.m. that day, sitting on the side of the I-94 freeway. They had walked about 5 hours away from the scene of the crime.
Jesus.
Both girls were brought to the police station to talk about what had happened and found out what had happened. And this is where the detectives soon discovered that the girls were involved in something much darker than they originally thought.
Wow, that it can be much darker than just fucking stabbing someone.
So, here's some backstory. So, Lautner had befriended Geyser. So, I'm just going to use their last names.
Yeah.
So, Lautner, the victim, had befriended Geyser 2 years earlier. She knows that Geyser had trouble making friends And so Lautner survived.
Yeah.
She made full recovery and completely survived from all of the injuries.
Thank God.
So in 2019, she did her first interview with ABC about the incident. And when they were talking about geysers, she said she was sitting all by herself, and I didn't think anyone should have to sit by themselves. From the moment on, Lautner reached out to Geyser, and they became immediate best friends.
Moral of the story, don't make friends.
No.
Steph, friendship over. Goodbye.
Emma, if you murder me, I will haunt you and...
She didn't even get murdered! Why would I take it?
I'm just saying, if you try, I will haunt you and the rest of your line of not descendants, but the Heimbeckers and Emmas to come forever. I'm just saying.
Wow, fucking took that 0 to curse. Okay. Why is he murdering you? Listen,
never know.
That's way too much effort.
So in 2013, Geyser became friends with this new girl called Anissa Meyer, and the duo became a trio. However,
two's company, three's a crowd.
Lautner didn't really like Meyer. They didn't really have anything in common, but since she was her best friend's new friend, stuck around.
No new friends.
So the one thing though so they were a kind of close trio, but the girls, Meyer and Geyser, stumbled upon these stories of Slender Man on the internet. And they were instantly obsessed with it. Lautner, however, she didn't like the stories. She found them too scary. And basically told her friend Morgan and Anissa to just not talk about it in front of her. She didn't want anything to do with it.
Good for her, setting a healthy boundary.
Yeah, so she didn't want anything to do with it. Meyer and Geyser, though, kept reading stories about how Slender Man stalks children and strangles his victims. They knew about the tentacles, about the stalking, about like the proxies, everything. The more they read about the Slender Man, the more they became obsessed about it.
Jesus.
But one day the obsession got worse. Weir told the detectives that she actually saw Slender Man one day when she was on the bus talking with her Geyser, and he was just amongst the buildings. So when she afterwards, her and Geyser talked more and more about it, and she described how he was standing outside and staring at her, and the second that she realized that it was him, he disappeared. This convinced the girls that A, Slender Man was real, B, he was coming after them, C, he was coming after their families.
Wow.
Yeah, because as we talked in the last episode, Slender Man chooses his victims by the second they know too much about him, he goes after them. So logically, since they've been obsessed with this and doing all of the research, obviously he got to know them, and then his second set of victims are if you know of his victims so obviously by association,
like adjacent,
families are targets as well. So they needed to do something to protect themselves. And this is where they've planned that they were going to kill Lautner to prove to Slender Man that they were worthy of being his proxies and being spared.
Jesus.
So began the plan. So we all found this out basically during the investigation after they were caught basically by the cops. So the girls confessed that they had planned on murdering Lautner 6 months prior. Their internet
6 months? I didn't realize it was 6 months. Holy shit.
Yeah. So their internet search history proved that they really did take the time to plan. They searched best ways to murder someone, how to stab someone, how to strangulate someone. They did searches about blunt force trauma, etc. Detectives also found emails between Geyser, an email that Geyser sent to Weir instructing her to delete her search history. So they knew what they were doing.
Yeah, that is hella premeditated.
Yeah. The girls eventually agreed that Geyser's 12th birthday party would be the perfect time to do it.
Okay.
So that night, the three girls were sleeping over at Geyser's house, and the Geyser and Weir had planned to slit Lautner's throat while she was sleeping. Looking back on all this during the interview with ABC, Lautner had remembered how that evening was strange. Geyser kept pushing everyone to go to bed, and she kept rushing everyone, and let's go to sleep, let's turn off the lights. And she specifically remembers that Geyser was always usually on sleepovers, she was the last one to want to go to bed. So she remembered that being strange. She's like, usually, like, she's never allowed to stay up all night. She wants to stay up all night, and this one time she's pushing us. So that's where Lautner eventually connected the dots.
Yeah.
Geyser was pushing everyone to go to bed so that they could come up, do their plan, actually. However, Geyser and Myra that night found themselves to be too tired to go with it, so they decided that they would forgo the plan for now and rethink in the morning. So when Lautner woke up that morning, she saw that both girls were playing on the computer huddled together. Not thinking much of it, she went to them. And the girls, the three of them, spent the first hours of the morning playing dress up, playing with their iPads, with silly putty, just having like a very normal friends.
Yeah.
A normal day, morning with friends. And keep in mind, these girls are 12.
Fucking wild.
12. So then suddenly, Weir and Geyser, again, I'm sorry if I do not pronounce their last names correct.
Weir and Geyser sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good. They suggested that they go to a nearby park. Normally, they wouldn't be allowed to. Geyser's mom was very strict with them going to the park with an adult present, and that was impossible, but she figured it's her daughter's birthday, so she said, might as well go. What harm could come out of that?
Yeah. A lot, apparently.
Yeah. So this is where they suggested the park because they had thought of a different plan. That morning, they decided they would attack Lautner in the public bathroom. The bathrooms were perfect because A, there was a drain in the floor. So they could easily get rid of the blood. And B, they could use the cement floor to knock Lautner out because according to their research, an unconscious victim is easier to kill.
Jesus fuck.
Yeah. So the girls went to the bathroom, but their nerves got the better of them. So game plan number 3.
Like, I know they still hurt her, but I keep hoping they'll change their minds, even though I know that this has already happened.
No. So now we're at plan number 3. So the girls decided to play a game of hide and seek in the nearby woods. And they first started off with a walk, and they kept pushing to go for a walk. And Lautner mentioned that she, again, didn't really think much of it. Like, a walk is a walk. What could happen? So as they were walking through the woods, Weir and Lautner were the ones that were supposed to hide, while Geyser was it. So Weir told Lautner to lie down on the ground and cover herself with twigs and leaves so she could better hide herself from Geyser, who was the seeker. While Lautner was lying on the ground, Geyser appeared over her with the kitchen knife that she had grabbed from the kitchen earlier, and she proceeded to stab Lautner. While Geyser was stabbing Lautner, Weir was next to her, screaming at Lautner to keep still so she would bleed slower and encouraging Geyser as she was going. When Geyser stopped, she stared at Lautner while Weir told Lautner that they would go get help and the girls ran away. Lautner managed to get up and walk out of the woods using nearby trees to hold herself up. She managed to walk to a nearby road where she collapsed and a cyclist found her, calling 911. Once the cops picked up Geyser and Weir and brought them back to the police station, they immediately confessed. They didn't necessarily take the direct responsibility. They both said like, oh, like it was Morgan. No, it was Anissa's plan. Detectives recall Geyser being very like cold and nonchalant about it, which then was extremely strange since Lautner was supposed to be her best friend.
Yeah.
But they soon, and then as this whole plot and everything kept coming to light, they discovered that the girls believe that Slender Man lived in a mansion in a national park that was about 5 hours away.
Okay.
Which is where they think the girls were walking to
that
day. And after having like stabbed and to their belief killed Lautner, they were now proxies for Slender Man. So that was the whole premise of it.
Jesus.
So a bit about the trial. So due to the nature of the crime, the premeditation, all of the brutality of it, both girls, even though being 12, were tried as adults.
Okay.
Geyser was charged with attempted first-degree homicide, while Weir was charged with attempted second-degree homicide. In 2017, Weir pleaded guilty to being a party to attempted second-degree homicide, but the jury found her not guilty by mental disease or defect. Weir was sentenced to 25 years to life in a state psychiatric institute.
Jesus.
Geyser was pleaded guilty, but was found not guilty by mental disease or defect. Geyser was sentenced with early onset schizophrenia. No.
Diagnosed?
Weir was diagnosed with, during custody, she was diagnosed with early onset schizophrenia, which was in her family. I may be getting that mixed up. No, it was weird. Yeah. So she was, diagnosed with early onset schizophrenia, which also makes sense to her.
Totally, her delusions and paranoia.
Yes, thinking that she saw a Slender Man, all of that. But Geyser was sentenced to 40 years to life in a mental health institute. So there actually is a recent update with this case. And Anissa Weir, she was actually released on September 13th of 2021.
Literally on my birthday?
Yeah.
This year. On my fucking birthday. Okay.
She had spent 4 years in the Winnebago Mental Health Institute in Oshkosh. So she was released because all of her symptoms are under control. She realizes in a statement that she wrote, like, she wants to apologize to Lautner, apologize to the community, wants to be a part of the community. Like, she is now 19 years old.
I hope she's being rehabilitated well and that she is doing well.
Yeah, so she's, and that was the reason why she was released. She obviously, like, meets the criterias. She responds to treatment well. She hasn't had any episodes since. And she does have a very strict regimen to follow. So yes, like I said, she's now 18. She was originally supposed to be released when she was 37. But the conditions of release are that she has to live with her father. Mm-hmm. She has to have 24-hour GPS tracking, regular psychiatric treatment. She's not allowed to use the internet outside of her father's home where it is monitored. So that's pretty much that update for Anissa Weir. In terms of Morgan Geyser, in 2020, she did put in a petition to be retried as a juvenile, but the appeals court rejected her petition. And then a good update about this, Peyton Lautner, the victim, she finished high school. She actually has plans to become a doctor. She had mentioned that in that article, that interview, she mentioned that she was very thankful for the incident. She said that it gave her purpose. It made her the person that she is today. And although she had trouble learning how to trust people, family, friends, she is now not completely recovered, but is able to make friends and live a normal life. And she wishes nothing, like, when they were asking about, like, the girl, she's like, I don't wish them ill intent. I don't know if I forgive them, but at least knowing that mental disorder, mental illness was a part of it, makes it a little easier. Of course. Too.
I mean, it's amazing that she's wanting to become, like, a doctor and heal people. Mm-hmm. Because, like, obviously she got really great health care, which is what saved her. But my goodness.
And, like, she was not supposed to survive that.
No.
So it's, like, incredible that she survived. But that is the Slender Man stabbing.
It's incredibly scary that it can, like, that media can. Mm-hmm. I mean, under the conditions, like, I very much disagree that, like, your kid is going to become a psychopath because they played, like, Grand Theft Auto. Like, that's
but this was a mixture of mental illness, obsession, not knowing better. Like, you're 12, you don't know how to fact check.
No, you don't.
You don't know how to do research. Like,
no,
we're 30 and we barely know.
Yeah,
I mean, the internet is hard.
Neither are we qualified to do research. Not doctors or scientists. Yeah, right. Like, my God.
And that's where also the, like, scariness and the creepiness of Slender Man still lives. That people do really, like, still believe in this guy.
Yeah, even though, like, it's a contemporary creation.
Yeah,
like, it's only a few years old.
Yeah, 2009.
Yeah, dang, guys.
Yeah.
My story is nowhere near this creepy.
Good. We need a break.
Oh my God. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
That was a good one, Steph. I'm glad you did it. Woo! Okay, so I didn't have a lot of focus when I was prepping the story. I feel like you get this, and maybe other people, like, I have to be in the right mood to, like, really, like, deep dive into a subject. Mm-hmm. And I messaged my friend Jacob, and I was like, I'm recording in like an hour. What should I cover? And he was like, cover the Dyatlov Pass. And I was like, great suggestion. Already
It's nice
done.
that you listen to the episodes.
Yeah, clearly you're up to date. It
A
was
great
like,
fan.
he literally just sent back like a shrug emoji, like, so I'm covering some cursed objects.
Oh,
from
very
around the world.
fun.
Yeah.
It's going to take away from the shitty vibe that I just created.
Yeah, I want you to guess the website. One of the websites where I got a lot of this information.
Scoop Whoop?
Yeah. Really? Yeah! Scoopwhoop.com? I went to Flossa Scoop Whoop. We love you here. Here at Creepy Vibes Only.
It's a newfound love, but we do.
Yeah. Here at CVO Podcasts, we see the benefit of scoopwhoop.com. Do you need inspiration?
Scoop
a little
Whoop it.
fun? Scoop Whoop? Not a sponsor. Could be a sponsor.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Lewis is like tangling himself in the mic cable. Lewis, you are just a little minx. Okay, see, you feel better now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, what can I do to fuck this up?
Hi, guys.
He's like, look at that mic. I can just throw it on the ground.
He literally just walks around and causes a gas. Like, as you guys might remember, Lewis is gigantic.
Yes. Massive force.
He's a horse boy. Okay. Anyways, we're going to talk about cursed objects today.
Very fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what we do here. We curse you.
Honestly, like unintentionally, at least one other time.
Yeah.
What was that, Zozo? Oh, I shouldn't say his name.
For fuck's sakes.
I'm also in trouble with stuff because I have a mirror that faces my bed and I'm going to die.
Yes.
Apparently the portals, who knew? Surprise! Okay. I was like, I'm trying to get to like the read view, and then it was like, read aloud, and I was like, no, I don't want to read aloud. But thank
sure,
you.
do my job for me.
Yeah. Today we will be reading. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not going into like a great bit of detail on any one of these things.
That's fine.
Yes.
We can re-explore.
Yeah.
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 If we want to.
We'll see. Like, I've covered a bunch of random things this way. We'll see what I go. Anyways, it's our podcast.
Yeah.
Not yours. As Trixie and Cotta would say. Get a lot of inspiration from drag queens. That's this podcast. Well, I have no focus. Okay. So the first one I want to cover is Baker's wedding dress.
Oh.
Do you have any guesses as to what kind of object this is?
No, not at all.
Perhaps a wedding dress?
Maybe.
So this dress belonged to a woman named Anna Baker.
Okay.
And it's inside the Baker Mansion in Altoona, USA.
Mm-hmm.
So Anna fell in love with an iron worker.
Okay.
Which you would think is fine. Apparently not.
Oh.
So the story is that Anna eloped with from like her home to get married to this iron worker. But her father basically like found her and then forced her back home and locked her in her bedroom.
Fucking leave her alone, Dad. It's her life.
I know.
Ugh.
So, like,
I just noticed that your lamp changes colors and it just keeps drawing my attention.
it's in Among Us, but
Oh. I'm clearly hip.
Steph refuses to play Among Us. She's not sus enough. So anyways, back to Anna.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm sorry, Anna.
That's fine. I interrupt your stories all the time.
That's okay.
So Anna didn't want, like, she refused to marry anyone else and spent the rest of her life alone.
I mean, like, we're both singles. I see nothing wrong with being single.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I would be sad if, like, one of us met our, like, potential life partner and couldn't be with them.
yeah.
Like, that's different than just being, like, whatever. So after her death, members of the Baker family reported that her wedding dress would, like, appear in different places around the house, and that some alleged that they even saw her spirit moving around the house dressed in the same wedding dress.
Good for her. Keep haunting the people that pissed you off.
Listen, shitwads.
That's my motto.
I
If you
know.
don't get them in this life, get them in the afterlife.
Yeah. Take away my honey. Come after you, ghost style.
We'll work on it.
Jesus, yeah. That was not a good logo. Here at CVO Podcasts, sometimes we're very sharp.
Most
Sometimes
times
we're
we're
as
not.
sharp as a balloon. Listen, we're coloring with the sharpest tools in the shed. Let's see that. That was a good one. Okay.
That was a good one.
I'm just gonna get comfy.
Okay.
Steph and I are sprawled out on the couch because this is a place of professionalism, and Lewis. Lewis has the audacity right now to look at me as though I'm disturbing him greatly as I'm readjusting on the couch, as though he hasn't, like, been knocking things over and shouting during the last 80 episodes.
Oh, Lulu.
Anyways.
Remember when you scared shit out of me, Lou?
Yeah.
What was that, 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
10 times. Still haven't
10 out of
recovered.
10. Steph's still recovering. So the next cursed item.
Okay.
I also don't see how that wedding dress is cursed. Like,
yeah, I know. Like
it's more just you see her chilling. She's like, "Stop! You fucked me over." Anyways, the next curse, I guess, items. The Terracotta Army.
Oh, very cool.
Very famous.
I love that story.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just face level this time, but
that's fine.
As you may know, in 1974, peasant farmers in China were digging a well to get some water for their village when they accidentally uncovered the 2,200-year-old Terracotta Army. The Terracotta Army consists of 8,000 sculptures that were buried as part of like a huge, like massive grand tomb.
Mm-hmm.
And this find has been, I mean, one of the most significant archaeological finds in history. Yeah. It's one of the wonders of the world.
Yeah.
However, the 7 peasant farmers who found it only gained misery.
Oh no. They didn't cover that in my history class. How rude.
Shocking.
I know. It would have been more interesting.
The Chinese government took away their lands and destroyed their homes to properly unearth this army.
Oh no.
And they were not really compensated at all.
I'm shocked. Shit. Edit that out. We'll get in trouble.
They're listening. Us critical of the Chinese government for the way it treats people?
We are not.
Yes, we are.
They're listening.
Oh god. Anyways, so they actually ruined these men and also most of the village. 3 of the 7 died of painful deaths, and they couldn't afford healthcare. And some, including me, blame the government's callousness for their fates, but others believe it's a curse similar to that of Tut's tomb. I mean, I think it's pretty open shut case on this one.
I want to say curse, but like we know it's not.
Yeah.
But it would be cool if there was a curse.
Steph's not. Steph's cool. I'm not. Okay, the next one is the Screaming Skull.
Oh, very fun.
So this Screaming Skull exists in the Burton Agnes Hall in Burton Agnes, England.
That's specific.
Yeah, it's in the hall in the town. It is supposed to be the skull of a woman named Catherine Ann Griffith, who died in the same house after being attacked by assailants in 1620.
Why did they keep her skull?
Well, it's because every night her ghost is said to be roaming the skull around and making tremendous noise and scaring anyone who tries to remove it.
I mean, that would be me.
Yeah, she's like, fuck you!
My skull, fuck all you. Fucking stays here.
Yeah.
Good for her. You know, assert yourself.
Take no shit.
Fight for you.
Tell him, Kat. Next up.
This is fun.
Yeah, I like this. This is like one of my favorite formats.
Yeah.
Short blips talking shit. Okay. We respect the dead though.
We do.
Tut's tomb.
Ooh,
as mentioned previously. Perhaps the most famous curse of all is the Tomb of Tutankhamun. So either you, like, as you may know, he was a 19-year-old pharaoh and, like, arguably the most famous pharaoh.
He's the only one I know, so yeah.
Cleopatra.
Oh.
Was she a pharaoh? I don't know if they used that term for their female...
Do you want me to Google it?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, while you Google it, all who enter are allegedly cursed with death, bad luck, ill sickness, because of the curse of the pharaohs. And there's been, like, that curse of the pharaohs has been long-standing. It's tied to a bunch of different tombs and pharaohs that have been either, like, robbed or otherwise extracted or buggered with over the years. So Howard Carter...
I have an answer.
Oh.
Cleopatra was also the last true pharaoh of Egypt. So
yeah,
yes.
Cleo.
So I know 2.
Atta girl. Here you go.
Do you like how I raised my hand?
Yes. Oh, and there was another one that Watcher covered. Anepsut Amun, I think. She was also cool. Anyways. Shout out to Watcher.
Was Nefertiti one?
Nefertiti? I don't know.
Nefertiti?
I think she's a goddess.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not.
We're
Honestly, I'm not
clearly educated in this.
well, not in ancient history, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That'd be a much more fascinating field to study than.
We can look into it for future episodes.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Anyways,
continue.
So wow. Okay, so in 1922, Howard Carter led an expedition to find Tut's tomb.
Mm-hmm.
And
it went well.
It went so well. So apparently, the first what's the word I'm looking for?
No idea.
Casualty
Okay.
of this was the canary that allegedly led Carter to the tomb's hidden location. It was allegedly eaten by a cobra.
Oh shit!
Which was a symbol of Egyptian royalty.
Okay.
Others insist it wasn't killed, but was actually given to a friend. So very polarizing results for that canary. I mean, it's probably not still alive, but hopefully it lived a long and happy life. Soon after this alleged canary death, some would say the canary in the coal mine. Carter's financial backer, who was Lord Carnarvon, died when the mosquito bite became infected. What a fucking way to die.
A mosquito?
I mean, mosquito bites cause a lot of like really awful deaths around the world still, but thanks.
Yeah.
20 more deaths of people actually got happened by 1930. Yeah, by 1935.
Holy
20 people who were involved in this. Skeptics actually suggest coincidence or a deadly fungus from the tomb.
Yeah.
Which makes sense to me. Like, if there's a fungus in the tomb that would cause that, then, like, yeah, exposure to those people would probably be. Yeah.
And did they, like, when did they die? Like, soon after?
By 1935. And the expedition was 1922. That's a period of 13 years. 20 people dying over 13 years is actually probably a lot. Depending on, unless they were all, like, really quite
their
old.
age, yeah.
They were all 103. Before their time. I mean, it doesn't give any more detail than that.
Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, not cool. Well, you know what I mean.
Next, the Iceman cometh.
Oh.
Iceman. So, another mummy, which is said to carry a terrible curse, is Otzi, which is known as the Iceman. So, he was actually discovered in September 1991, much like myself, rising star Emma What's-Her-Face, in the Otzi Alps in Italy. Otzi is a mummy which is believed to be from around 3300 BCE.
Okay.
Really fucking old. That's like about 5,000 years.
Yeah.
A bit shy, but still. Apparently, a glacier surrounded him relatively quickly after he died of exposure and preserved his body. See what I said?
There we go.
You drown in cold water, ideally ice. But once unearthed, apparently a strong curse surfaced.
Okay.
And people linked to him died in violent accidents.
Linked to whom? Like the person that found him?
No,
or
Otzi.
linked to...
Like, yeah, I guess, like to that discovery.
Okay.
So, all told, 7 deaths are supposedly associated with his discovery, including a forensic pathologist named Rainer Henn, who was killed in a car accident en route to give a speech about Iceman.
Oh.
A mountaineer named Kurt Fritz died in an avalanche. A hiker, Helmut Simon, died on a hike with his wife after falling off a treacherous path.
Again, guys, don't go hiking. Just don't go
Yeah,
outside.
stay inside.
Yeah, safer.
We told you about the Dyatlov Pass.
Yeah.
Stay inside.
We tell you all the time.
Yeah, stay inside.
There's snacks.
Yeah.
There's fun things inside.
Netflix is here.
Yeah.
Squid Game.
Yeah.
Not for Steph, though.
Nope.
She'll just watch Gilmore Girls for the 80th time.
Actually, it's Schitt's Creek.
That's even better.
Yes.
That's the right
I'm
answer.
not a fan of, like, I rewatched Gilmore Girls, but, like, it's not.
There's a lot of toxicity in that show.
Yeah, it was annoying. Schitt's Creek, though.
Oh,
The best show ever.
the levies.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. God, that show is so good. It's going to do after we know recording. Schitt's
Really?
Creek. No, I'm going to go to bed.
Oh. Okay.
Anyways, Little Bastard, aka the car owned by James Dean.
Okay.
So, Little Bastard is a Porsche 550 Spider, which is the car he died in an accident in 1955.
Oh no.
Yikes, R.I.P. James Dean. After the accident, the vehicle was purchased by a man named George Barris, who was a hot rod designer, and his plan was to sell it for parts. The curse surrounding Little Bastard actually it came to conception when the car fell and crushed a mechanic's legs.
Okay. I fought back.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck you, you're not cutting me apart.
And as parts of the car were sold and spread around, the curse is also said to have spread, much like a virus.
Uh-oh.
The engine was sold to a doctor who died in a car accident. The victim who purchased the transmission was severely injured in a crash. The tires that came from the car, I don't know why you would sell tires from a car that was in an accident or why you would buy those tires, but all blew out simultaneously, and their buyers had to go to the hospital from the injuries. While in transportation, or while being transported, the shell of the car and the truck it was being carried in crashed, and the driver died.
Oh no.
From there, the shell was actually stolen from the scene of the accident, and the curse of Little Bastard went quiet as its location became unknown.
So love how like there's all of these accidents where people are like, it's not my shitty driving, it's the
Little
tires
Bastard
I bought.
Jesus. Fucking Little Bastard. What a little bastard. Okay. So next is I'm going to find you this painting. I think you'll love it.
Okay.
The Hand Resist Him painting. So it's a painting of a young boy and a female doll. Dolls, man. It's always fucking dolls.
I know. Just don't do them.
Yeah. So it's a picture of a painting of a boy and a female doll standing before a window. And it's by artist Bill Stoneham. And it's like them in front of a window and then a bunch of hands pressed against the back of the window. So it's like I didn't copy the pictures, but like they're pretty like creepy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a representation of the doorway that connects our world with like the ethereal world, like the spirit world. Like how you would say a mirror is.
In front of your bed, yeah.
Yeah.
Portal.
Mm-hmm. So this painting, The Hands Resist Him, belonged to an actor named John Marley before it was actually posted on eBay in 2000. And on this post, it was claimed it was cursed. The anonymous seller said it was actually found behind an old brewery. And after they took it home, their daughter claimed that the like figures in the painting were moving around at night, kind of a la Harry Potter.
Oh no.
But creepier. And they went so far as to actually, like, the people in the frame would, like, step out of the frame to just, like, fuck around in the house and cause chaos.
Run back to the front. It was
like, and apparently they actually posted photos as proof, which I haven't looked at, but apparently they would just pop up the picture and be like, fuck your house, bitch.
What do you mean you haven't looked at the pictures?
Oh, I don't care that much. It's called The Hand Resist Him painting. You can Google from there.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Anyways, Mental Floss has a really good article about it. So if you find Mental Floss, they'll tell you.
What is it? The
Hands Resist Him painting.
Resist.
I'm gonna keep going while Steph Googles this. Uluru Rock, specifically pieces of it that people take. So Uluru Rock, it's like a big sandstone platform formation in the southern part of the Northern Territory in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a big plateau mountain kind of thing.
Okay.
And it's also known as Ayers Rock, but it's a sacred place for the indigenous people of...
It's a fucking creepy ass painting.
I know. I'm talking about Uluru Rock, Stephanie.
I'm sorry.
So, like any sacred place, like whether it's cursed or not, don't fuck around with it. But people will take home pieces of Uluru Rock, and apparently, like, if people smuggle them home, and it's like they're not allowed to do it, but they'll just still fucking take pieces of it and take it home, and they'll go through like breakups. People will die. They'll get really sick.
There's a lot of that because I don't know the name of it, but there's a specific park where if you take a rock home, you're fucked.
Maybe it's Ayers Rock.
No, because it's not like a part of a rock. It's like if you take something from the ground.
Oh.
It's just like the universe being like, don't leave it alone.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah.
I do it. What do you want to do?
I mean, you stole something. You deserve whatever you get.
Yeah, honestly. Sorry, what did you find about the painting?
Not much.
Okay. Well, I have another painting for you.
Okay.
So this one's called the Anguished Man.
Anguished Man.
Painting. So a man named Sean Robinson inherited this painting.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. They're not happy. They look cursed.
They do.
That's probably why people think they're cursed. Because they're like, this is a creepy fucking painting. So Sean Robinson inherited this painting, and it was from his grandma. And
she's so kind.
So nice. Thanks, Nana. So as an inherited family piece, he's like, oh, I'm gonna hang this up on the wall.
You should.
Well, he did. So predictably, relatively soon after, he started encountering like paranormal activity in his house. And like doors would open in the middle of the night, there'd be screams coming.
Well, then probably the ghost saw the picture and they're like, ah!
So his wife was like, the figgity fuck is this?
Yeah.
So she looks into it, and she discovers that the artist who created the painting actually died by suicide.
Oh, no.
And before doing that, he mixed in his blood with the paint that was used in the painting.
No.
Fucking cursed as shit. So upon discovering this, they decide to hide their painting in their basement.
Just get rid of it. Away from the house. Give it to somebody you don't like.
Find an old priest and young priest. Yeah, really gross. So what's our next?
Like, you guys need to Google these pictures. They're disgusting.
Yeah. Second you can post them.
But do we want to subject our people to that?
I don't know why not.
Well, it was Emma's call.
Yeah.
I fought for you.
They look cursed. I don't think like they are cursed. I mean, I don't think
they're not nice to look at. The image is like the Anguished Man. I will not sleep tonight because of that. Next episode, ask me why I'm not sleeping. It'll be that.
You're gonna forget by next episode. There is no doubt in my mind. You're gonna forget by tomorrow.
I will write it down.
So it's like reminder. Hey Siri, remind me of this fucking painting. Siri, not
Don't.
Okay. So next is Letta the doll.
Oh, fucking doll.
Let it curse me.
Hey.
She's actually known by a bit more of an offensive name, but I'm not going to share that.
Okay.
So Letta is a doll created by a Romanian man for his son Letta.
That's so kind.
But sadly, his son actually drowned while playing with the doll, and his spirit was consequently trapped within the doll. The man who crafted it decided to give the doll to the son of one of his workers, and once received, the child actually claimed the doll talked to him and like the owners who had it after that boy said that when they held the doll and when being around the doll, it made them really sad, and they would just cry. To what?
Okay.
Yeah, that's Letta. That's all.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. Okay, last but not least, the Hope Diamond, which is like one of the most famous. Do you know what the Hope Diamond is?
Probably the second you start talking about it, be like, oh yeah, but right now nothing comes to mind.
It looks a lot.
I still see the face of the Anguished Man right now.
It looks like the diamond in Titanic, like the jewel.
Okay, fun fact, I've never seen that movie.
It's been 84 years. You've never seen Titanic?
No, it's sad. I don't want to see it. People die. I know the story. I don't need to see the movie.
Anyways.
I've seen the cartoon version.
Old lady drops a rocket to the ocean. Anyways. So this is it's a massive blue diamond, and it's worth about $200 million.
Oh, wow.
US. However, it is said to be cursed from the 17th century, and apparently its origin story is that a French merchant actually removed it, and it was originally an eye from a Hindu idol.
The fucking French.
From 1653, and then subsequently whoever owns it is 115 carats, it's fucking massive, and whoever owns this massive diamond then has bad luck. So
well, you stole it.
Yeah, fucking give it back to
it's karma.
Return it to its original place. Bring it back to India. Give it to a museum or another shrine.
I feel most curses are basically that. You went somewhere you were supposed to, you took something you weren't supposed to, and now the universe is trying to get you.
Well, it's like I said earlier, like, play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah.
Don't be a fucking colonist.
Yeah.
Or colonizer is the better word, I guess.
Yeah.
In any case, some examples of shit that's happened to people who have fucked around with this diamond include disgrace,
Okay.
suicide,
Disgrace. Okay.
imprisonment, divorce, financial ruin, torture, lynching, and decapitation. So, like,
did you know that a head survives for 20 seconds after decapitation?
I love your facts. Allegedly, someone also was ripped apart by dogs and another by a French mob.
The fucking French.
The French are just doing the most. That said, skeptics actually say that this whole curse and the stories about the curse are actually a ploy to make the value of the diamond
smart
scoot up there. I realized you guys couldn't see my gesture of like an upwards thumb, like up.
But that I can attest she did it.
Yeah. But yeah, to increase the value of the fucking diamond. In any case, if you're like, don't fucking steal things.
Yeah. Don't steal rocks.
Don't
fuck
steal
around. Mummies. If something comes in frozen, just leave it there.
Don't catch hands. Don't catch curses.
Just mind your own business.
Yeah. Don't be a dick. Don't steal shit.
No.
Yeah, anyways, that was my list.
That was fun.
Yeah, I really like these.
Yeah. I'm like very mad at myself that I Googled the Anguished Man painting.
Yeah, well, you did that to yourself. I deliberately did not save them. I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm never going to open that Word document again. Like, let's be honest. I archive them so I don't eventually tell the same story again because I have the memory of, I don't know, a fruit fly?
Yeah.
Like, I forgot what day of the week it was on Wednesday.
You forgot today.
Yeah, I did. I was like, we have plans this other weekend where you actually are doing like a wedding or something. Like, I just... Anyways, love you guys. If there's any cursed stuff you want me to cover,
don't send it to us. Keep it. Just tell us about it.
Well, like, send it to us in an email and like maybe
don't send the object.
Well, no.
Be specific when we talk about cursed objects.
Yeah. Well, it's like, so apparently Cotta, a world famous drag queen, has been like gifted like teeth and things like that.
Ew.
Don't fucking do it. Don't be gross.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Send us like a postcard.
If you send me teeth, I will find a way to like make a ritual about it.
What? Don't do that.
Well,
that's
don't
weird.
send me teeth.
That's a weird thing to do with teeth if you receive them.
Don't
give them to the police.
Yeah,
be like, someone send me some fucking teeth. Don't like.
Yeah, what are they gonna do about it? They'll be like,
Well, maybe not.
I'm just forewarning.
They'll
if someone
probably
sends
feel
us
like
teeth,
that's weird.
We'll do something with it.
Okay.
We'll return to sender.
Okay, guys, that's enough for today. Anyways, like and subscribe for more.
Yes.
Like and subscribe for more TikTok content.
Oh wow, no.
No, we're old.
Remember to subscribe and leave us reviews and just say hi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, we learned how to use Spotify statistics recently. There's someone in like the Philippines who listens to us.
Oh, hi!
We love you. We didn't see you because you weren't on our Anchor stats, which is the only thing I really understand how to use. But Steph,
we're still figuring it out, guys.
We don't know what's going on.
It takes time.
But thank you. Okay, bye!
Bye!
Thank you for listening to Creepy Vibes Only. You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook by searching for Creepy Vibes Only Podcast. We absolutely appreciate and love your support, and you can do so by leaving a review on Apple Podcasts and subscribing to the show wherever you listen. If you wish to get in touch with us, you can send us an email at cvopodcast@gmail.com or leave us a voice message on our podcast's page on Anchor. We will talk to you in 2 weeks. Bye!